Final Cut Pro 10.7 is here. Before you update though, go to Finder, go to Applications and locate Final Cut Pro. Right click on it, then select Compress Final Cut Pro. This is going to create a backup of Final Cut Pro that you can later jump to in case your plugins are broken or your projects are broken. The first feature we're going to take a look at is the new scrolling timeline. To access the scrolling timeline, just go up to Final Cut Pro, go to Settings, then go to Playback, and in here you'll see Scroll Timeline Continuously During Playback. Go ahead and check that box. When you zoom in on your timeline and push play, you'll notice that the timeline is tracking along with that playhead. You'll also notice that all of my audio waveforms are staying intact even though we are flying through the timeline in real time. The second feature we're going to cover is collapsing everything to a secondary storyline. It used to be in Final Cut Pro, you could select all of these clips, you could right click and then select overwrite to primary storyline, and that would bring everything down onto the magnetic timeline. But what if you want to keep stuff in a secondary storyline? That's where this new feature comes into play. Just like with overwriting to the magnetic timeline, we can right click, then select collapse to connected storyline. This is going to place everything inside of a secondary storyline, which you can move around as you need, but it's not going to overwrite anything on your magnetic timeline. This is a great way to stay organized, but keep stuff on the magnetic timeline that you want there, while keeping everything else in your secondary storyline. Now this next feature is going to help a ton with organization on your timeline. I love audio rolls. I love that they give me a visual distinction on my timeline so I can clearly see what is doing what. So I have rolls for my sound effects, I have rolls for my music, and I of course have rolls for my dialogue. But I almost never used rolls for my video clips because there was no visual distinction down on the timeline. So they really didn't add any value to me. That is until now. We can clearly see this clip has a dialogue audio roll. I can right click on it, assign a new audio roll like effects if I wanted to, and you'll see how that shifts the color. But we can also right click and assign a new video roll. So I'll select titles. Now right now we can't see that change, but if we double click on the audio waveforms, you'll notice that my video roll is now purple while my audio roll is now that teal color. And of course we can jump inside of our video rolls, select edit rolls, and add more. So right clicking, assigning a new video roll, you'll see how that changes that color. This is going to help tremendously in helping us decide which clip is doing what on the timeline. This next one is extremely impressive to me, and that is the massive updates when it comes to the machine learning for the object tracker. This particular shot would be very difficult to track with the old object tracker. If I play through, you can see at the beginning here, there's this elephant behind the bush, and it walks forward and goes behind that tree. However, the new tracker does a phenomenal job with stuff like this. So I'm going to go ahead and park my playhead at a moment where I can see the entire elephant. Then we can go on over to the right side to find our trackers. Clicking that add button will of course give me this tracker, and I'm going to bring this down directly onto that elephant. Now I want to make sure that we're using the actual new tracker. So to achieve that, go on over to the right, scroll down and find the analysis method. Change it from automatic over to machine learning. This is the new mode that the object tracker has. From there, we can go ahead and click analyze and watch Final Cut Pro do its tracking magic. Now, if we play through, you can see how that tracker is actually sticking onto that elephant, even though this is a very difficult shot. So I'm really excited to see Apple diving into machine learning with Final Cut Pro, and I hope they continue to endeavor in that area. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is the improvements to your export times if you are exporting HEVC or H.264. Now this requires macOS Sonoma, and you also need to have multiple media engines on your Apple Silicon chip. So that means M1 Max and M1 Ultra, M2 Max and M2 Ultra, and M3 Max. And of course M3 Ultra when that comes out. So I'm going to go ahead and export this video file that's about 5 minutes long. It's got titles, it's got backgrounds and transitions, and we'll just see how long it takes on Final Cut Pro 10.6.10.
A few minutes later.
So exporting this video in 10.6.10 took 5 minutes and 6 seconds. Let's go ahead and take a look at how fast it exports with 10.7.
A few moments later.
And it looks like exporting it in Final Cut Pro 10.7 only took 4 minutes and 31 seconds. So that's actually a pretty significant boost, especially if you're doing a lot of exporting. So should you update? That is the question everybody wants to know the answer to. Well, if you ask me, you should always hold off on an update if you are mid-project. Also, you should wait to see what everybody else is experiencing. Are plugins breaking? Are there lots of crashes? These are the things you definitely want to know about before you push update on Final Cut Pro. I personally will be doing the best I can to report if there are bugs that you should be aware of. Also, it should be noted that all of the plugins that I personally have created are already working for Final Cut Pro 10.7. So if you're interested in those, there's a link to that down below. If this video was helpful, consider pressing that like button so more people can find it, and you may want to check out this video where I did a fully updated guide to the object tracker inside of Final Cut Pro, showing you every single feature minus the new machine learning from Final Cut Pro 10.7. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.